Mason, go with the intro. While I eat this pie. Wait a minute. Wait, just
Welcome back to the Mythic Difficulty podcast.
Can you start that over? I fucked up.
Are you kidding me?
I had the audio. I had the audio delayed.
No.
All of that work squandered.
It's still going in.
Okay.
That's it. No more
Ready?
podcast. I'm done.
Do the wave. I'm the only one that did it. Damn it!
Welcome back to another Mythic Difficulty podcast.
You fucked that up so bad. You're like, you had a stroke mid sentence. I'm eating a pie.
What kind of pie?
What kind of pie?
Banana cream.
You would like cream pie.
And then I said,
Calling the police.
Oh, the tennis courts.
I'm calling the police. Our good natured
funny
jibbing, I see.
What have y'all been doing in this coronavirus pandemic?
I got a new Xbox.
A new X.
Yeah, I got the Xbox One X, so I have my other Xbox still around here somewhere.
Oh wow.
If you saw that picture I put in the Discord.
So,
I finished Lego Indiana Jones and Lego Batman.
And found out whether or not you should beat off to Lego Indiana Jones.
No.
Mm-hmm. Because I shared the information with you. I woke up yesterday morning, and I had a text from Mason. It was a picture of Indiana Jones, Lego Indiana Jones, railing Marion. But it's like it's like cropped, so it was censored, and it just reads, "Should you fap to Lego Indiana Jones?"
Indiana Jones.
And he goes, "I don't know what this is."
I
Or
just said why.
and
Crying face.
what did I say?
You said, I actually want to watch that video.
No, I said I think what's more concerning is why that appeared in your recommended videos. He went, "I don't know." Sure. Shit. Now I'm curious. I gotta know what lies inside that video. I don't think I want to know. The answer is yes. I responded 8 or 11 minutes later with, "The answer is yes."
After he's done it.
No, not that I did it or I participated in it, but like,
Yeah.
I watched the video.
To be like 15 seconds later. For you.
No, I've just watched the video and he says you shouldn't play it. He says that it's a bad game, but that you should absolutely masturbate to it.
For what reason?
Because the
There's-
females are, quote,
there's
thick.
porn.
He made some.
Like, but if you just
But
go
the
to
females are not
Pornhub,
thick. They're Legos.
Blocky. Yeah,
They can't be thick.
they are thick, though. They're blocky.
They just can't be. Way for them to be thick.
Why did it
They're
minimize?
Legos.
Here we go.
bro, these are the real questions you ask.
Mythic Difficulty, asking the real questions on podcast number,
Let us know in the comments below.
Is it 9?
should you masturbate to Lego Indiana Jones? Let us know in the comments below. How many times have you masturbated to that whip? That plastic little whip.
just hear the little
It is 9, by the way.
immediate erection.
That lasted more than 4 hours.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Mason's muted.
Oh, his mom's probably working out downstairs. Remember?
Or he's just having
Or what?
maybe he's having a conversation. Someone walked in, he's having a conversation.
Having a conversation. That's what it sounds like he's trying to say. But his shitternet intervened.
Well,
How is it that Will has a more stable connection than Nick? It just doesn't.
I don't know.
Will's out in the middle of East Bumblefuck, like middle of nowhere, with like a singular cellular tower, like 4 miles away. No neighbors. You could kill someone and no one would notice for days. Realistically, you could kill somebody in the quarantine because no one would know.
Well,
they just be like,
I feel like the family would know.
Yeah, I'm about to say, except the one who lives with.
but like, if you just kill off the
You'd have weeks to hide the
family,
body.
then nobody.
Kill everybody. You can't stop at one. It's like a Cheez-It. You
Exactly.
can't just have one murder.
I have 7 of them in this house. If I killed one, then they'd all.
Unless you're caught, then there's
kinda,
only one murder.
Kind of don't exactly. Biggest. Kind of hard not to hear a no.
Is that a Deadpool pillowcase?
No,
It looked like one of those pillowcases that people have with their waifus.
it's just a normal.
Honestly,
pillowcase.
I'd respect you a lot more if it was a pillowcase.
Mine is just a normal pillowcase.
I think he's talking to.
I know.
Mason, I can't believe you ratted me out in class today.
You said what?
I can't believe you ratted me out in class today.
Right.
Because
He goes, so what have you been doing, Chase?
Or he
Oh,
goes,
like,
have you worked on it yet? And I was like, no, I've just been busy. And Mason goes, busy playing Xbox. And I'm like,
Chase was just like, yeah.
I couldn't deny it at that point.
And then he said, what game have you been playing? And then Chase didn't talk.
I didn't realize he was talking to me at first. Listen, I had just woken up like that minute.
Chase was just like,
I thought he was talking to you because I thought you had answered for you. And then I realized, oh shit, Mason ratted me out. You don't rat out your friends.
so what game were you playing?
Burnout Paradise.
Burnout Paradise 2.
What games have we all been playing? Let's go
Both
around.
of you cut out from me.
He said, Nick said, what games have we all been playing? And Will said Burnout's Paradise 2.
Oh.
No, that was your game that you were playing. That's what you told. Pig.
Oh boy, Will's internet is getting to him. I did not say Burnout Paradise 2. I said Burnout Paradise.
Oh, just the first
You
one.
hear me?
There's not a 2. It's just Burnout Paradise. Burnout Paradise
Oh,
itself
God.
is a sequel. I was playing the remastered. Oh God.
So,
Satan, is that you? Hello?
So,
there's a third Burnout Paradise. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, there's
That bad.
Burnout something, Burnout Revenge, Burnout Paradise. There's a bunch of Burnout games, but they don't make them anymore.
Burnout game. I think it was Burnout Revenge.
That was a good one, yeah. I like Burnout Paradise myself, though, so.
Yeah, I played.
Yeah, I used to have Burnout Revenge.
Will's just frozen on the most concerned facial expression.
Turned that into.
We salute our fallen brother. Da, 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 da.
So what have y'all been playing?
What have you been playing, Nick? Oh,
Oh, he
Andy's dead.
left.
Oh, he's back.
Billiards.
He's back.
Billy.
Where'd you go?
Billy Batson.
My internet is terrible. Let's see.
Well, I think we
Can you see
understood
me
that.
now?
Hello.
Can you
Hello.
see me
Hello.
now? Those
Hello.
little Sprint commercials.
My name is Donnie.
But to answer your
So you're
question,
playing Burnout Paradise 3. That's what I heard, correct, right?
No, what are you saying, Nick?
oh, never mind. Yeah. Answer Will's question.
No, just Burnout Paradise Remastered.
Oh, remastered.
For the Xbox One X. Did everybody else get their refund?
For
Get what?
You wouldn't get it, Mason. You fucking plebeian. Nick, you can get like a $3,000 refund for not getting to spend time in your dorm.
not what?
For not living in your dorm.
Because they kicked us out. They can't just hold on to that money.
Because you're
wasn't
not
aware.
living there. They have to give you a refund. At least a partial refund.
How do I they send it?
You gotta go on ePay, check your balance, and then email somebody and be like, I'd like to request a refund. Gotta link your bank account and shit, though, so.
I don't even have to worry about it, though.
Yeah, you're also not having to worry about getting $3,000 in your account.
Yeah, but I'm also not going to have any tons of student loan debt.
Neither am I. So, you guys, when are you guys picking your dorms?
Well, my dorm's pick.
Y'all should get a 3-person dorm. All of you.
I'm getting a single, you fucker.
You said what?
I'm getting a single, fucker. You rat bastard.
Well, I'm going to be spending half my days there, so.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to have a second desk. I anticipate that.
I have a double in Cotterman.
And you just got to get me a key.
I can't do that, sorry. I just leave it unlocked. You can just walk in. Just be like Kramer.
Yeah. 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 I think so.
I'm gonna get a single in Loman.
What floor is it on?
I'm gonna try for the 3rd floor. I haven't picked yet. I picked tonight at 9.
Don't do 3rd floor. That's too many flights of stairs.
Listen, fucker. It's what's available right now. I picked tonight at 9, and no one has picked any of the ones I favorited on the 3rd floor. It is
Get
where.
a 1st floor.
No, I'm not. There's none available on the 1st floor.
Dang it.
There's no singles available on the 1st floor. They're all on the 3rd floor.
Where are you going to be living?
Loman, same
Oh,
building as
Loman,
before,
right?
but like top floor.
You're going to be living in Loman?
I'm hoping to get in Loman at least.
Will should go for SA.
Sailor Ackerman. He already picked. Sounds like.
What'd you pick?
He said a double in Cotterman.
Yeah.
Who's it with? Your boyfriend?
I picked a double with Cotterman with Devin Whipple. You know who that is?
I don't think so, no.
Don't know a lot of Devons.
Situation, Will.
You're just gonna abandon Nick just like that after everything, after all the blowjobs.
That plan fall through because his friend came back from Utah. Man, next semester. And then like a lot of was coming late and I was pretty loud too. So, yeah.
Nick just hated you.
No, I don't. It was
After all the blowjobs you and Nick shared, you're not gonna all the nights of 69ing each other. You're just gonna abandon him like that?
dude. I have I'm rooming with Tyler and so. So it's basically the same as last.
Let's all do
Finance
the
will.
face.
I'm gonna have like 3 desks in my room, so I'm gonna have
One for me.
this current one I'm currently with. There's one in the basement with all the mold, and then the one that the school gives me. And the one with the in the moldy basement is yours, Mason.
All right. I'll bring cleaner.
I'll probably clean it before I bring it, because it'll be in the car with us. And I don't want that
You
nasty
guys
shit
are
getting in
even
my
gonna
door.
be able to move in next semester.
I hope so, because if not, I'm gonna be pissed, because I love living in the dorms. Billiards sent me a text message.
He sent me a text.
Internet just went
Internet
down.
just went-
Moment of silence for our fallen brother.
Moment
Moment of silence. You don't get the concept of silence, do you?
That's the music to play for fallen brethren.
Have you guys seen the movie Mallrats?
What movie?
Mallrats with Jason Lee.
Oh no.
It's about a guy who hangs out in a mall all day with his friend. It's pretty funny. It's an Easter movie,
Wow.
because at one point they beat the fuck out of the Easter bunny. Like a guy in a costume, obviously, but they beat the fuck out of him.
What do you mean a guy in the costume? Obvious.
Mason, the Easter bunny isn't real.
No. I know. I was about to be pissed because my parents, they were like, "No candy this year." I said, "What?"
I'm sorry, ho.
My brother and I were both like, "Excuse me, we're getting candy."
Not.
They were like, "There's no way to get candy." I was like, "Oh, there'll be a way."
I don't care if you have to buy that shit on the black market.
You're
Mason's
gonna
getting his candy.
So they got me gummy worms and Sour Patch Kids.
After I held them at gunpoint.
So I realized I didn't answer your question from earlier, like 5 minutes ago.
The fuck have you been playing, Will? You fucking cretin.
Nick.
Will's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
There haven't been so many names to keep up with at home.
Well, anyway, I have been finishing up on Eternal. Very good. Multiplayer, maybe not as much, but better than 26. That's a plus.
It needs co-op.
I've tried to get
Oh,
my
wow.
family to play Fusion Frenzy.
Fusion Frenzy!
But they don't want to play.
And then after a month or so of having it some time back, I started Far Cry Primal last.
Not as good as the other ones. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
So far, you are right, but I definitely think it's as bad as some like to say.
I had an ex who that was like her favorite game, Far Cry Primal, and I had to game share it with her. And if that doesn't perfectly summarize our
You
relationship,
had
I don't know
an
what does.
ex?
I have an ex, yes, who
You had
who
a
was a
boyfriend at
total
one
see you
point?
next Tuesday.
Wait, you had a boyfriend at one point? I didn't know
No,
that any guy could put up with you.
no, it was a female.
Gross.
Gross.
Yeah, the amount of time that I spend with you on campus, people probably think I do have a boyfriend.
You know what? It'd be like that sometimes.
Listen, sometimes you have friends that people think you're gay for. Doesn't mean you are.
Yeah. Sometimes you are a little bit gay for your friend.
No.
Pause.
Not that desperate, Mason. Not that desperate.
Yeah, no. Never that desperate.
Never that desperate.
Never get to that point.
With any luck.
How's good old Jimmist?
Honestly, Mason, if you tried to throw a move on me, I might just punch you in the face. You say, hey.
Just do the old. Right over your
Then
shoulder.
get clocked. You didn't include the bit where I knocked you the fuck out. I RKO'd you. RKO does not stand for what you think it stands for. Isn't it like the guy's name? I can't remember if I heard this on a podcast or if this was a conversation we had on the podcast.
Good question.
Well,
what is-
probably knockout.
No, it's like Randy something.
Randall Keith Orton. That's just his name.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
The old knock.
I knew his name was Randy Orton. I was just gonna be like the Randy knockout. RKO. I don't know. But I guess it's not always a knockout.
Oh no, I can't remember what conversations I've heard on podcasts, I've had on podcasts, or conversations I've just straight up had with other people. Like non-recorded stuff. So I don't know if this was something I heard on podcast, we talked about on the podcast, or I had talked about with somebody else.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? The Randy Keith
Oh,
Orton or whatever
We
the
did
fuck.
not have that on this podcast.
Because you remember everything we talked about on the podcast. For some reason, it's weird.
Well, it's been forever.
He
So-
remembers like every conversation we've ever had. I'm like, all right.
I mean,
Not always.
Well, it's weird for me because I don't remember what we've already talked about on this podcast. So I sure as shit don't remember what we've already talked about on other podcasts.
I mean, it has been a while.
Yeah, it's been like,
Been like since before quarantine.
yeah, like January, I think. No, February,
Last week of
because
January.
we started it after spring break, didn't we? Or did
Nope.
we skip
Before.
before, like right before?
Yeah, I think it was like last week of January. Let me look it up on my Spotify account. January 29th.
Dab with me, Nick.
January 29th.
January 29th.
Okay.
If we actually do get to start classes on time for once and not quarantine for the rest of our natural born lives, season 2 of Game Gauntlet next semester.
Heck yeah. We return. It's me versus Mason.
Unless we do like an
again.
online game.
It would probably just start over Nick, I mean, how would we do an online thing, Mason?
I don't know. Are there games like where we can remotely connect?
Probably.
Not through Xbox Live because I don't have that because I'm poor. Like through PC or something.
There are probably some things we could see about doing, but yeah. The issue is that there's no way for the commentators to watch the players. We just kind of have to guess what's going on. That's the main issue. We could play something like
You know what?
Fibbage or some shit like that.
We could still play Jackbox one time
Yeah, we could.
over Zoom.
Yeah,
or over this.
Over Discord, yeah. The issue in that is that somebody's internet, not naming names, wouldn't be able to handle it.
Are you talking about during quarantine or during?
Yeah, during quarantine, we're talking about doing like Jackbox or some shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I would got
because there's nothing else to do.
that.
I was thinking about doing like achievement guides and shit, but nothing's coming out. I'm not paying for
Right.
Doom Eternal. I don't really care that much for it.
You should be as pretty.
I should what? As pretty?
You should play it.
Oh.
As the kids pretty lit.
Play what?
Slitty titty.
Slinny didn't.
I'm eating my pie.
We can tell. You keep shoveling your cream pie in there. Keep shoveling that cream pie in your mouth.
I swear to God, Mason, if you make one more cream pie like connection, I will make this into a mukbang podcast. Fucking try me, bitch.
I'm trying to wrap my cord up, but it's not really working. That's how bored I am in quarantine. I'm trying to figure out new ways to wrap a cord.
If you were mute,
Have
it's
you
all about rapping words.
have you guys even left your homes?
I actually did one time. I went driving.
I've left my
With
house
dog.
at least 3 times a
Put
week.
my dog in my truck, and I went driving old back road.
Mason, I had a rather, I guess you could call it a nightmare, that for whatever reason I was in the bed of your truck, and you were driving, but you weren't driving, you know, and there wasn't like a gate, so it was open, and you were driving at least 90 miles an hour without touching the wheel or the pedal. You were also in the bed of the truck, just kind of standing back there like, it's fine. I'm like, we're gonna die. And you're like, it's fine. I think I started to fall out at one point, and you're just
So, like, the
laughing your
last
ass
day-
off.
So like the last day of school when you were in the bed of my truck and I was driving doing donuts in the park.
Yeah, well, no, because you had the gate up. The
Well,
gate was down in this nightmare. And I was falling out of the fucking truck, and you're just laughing
I
at
had a
me.
dream last night that I was abducted by terrorists. Me and a bunch of other people from high school were abducted by terrorists.
Did they make you build a missile?
My dad and my brother, they came and they got me out of there. But then I was like, no, my friends are back in there. Like, we gotta go save them.
I wasn't
So-
among them, was I?
Huh?
I wasn't among them, was I?
Oh yeah, you are.
Fuck.
Yeah.
The nerdy kid always dies second or third.
So, we were like in a river. I don't know why, but like my dad, cause like there were all these like huts on like a river, and like the terrorists were like running on the roofs, the roof of the houses, and like jumping between roofs. And my brother went, boom, shot one of them, and my dad shot one of them, and then me, lined up, boom, explosion. I don't know why there was an explosion.
You dream
Like,
in Fast and Furious physics.
They must have had like flash to bits belt on, because the person exploded when I shot them. So
Flash
And
to
then-
bits.
yeah, flash to bits belt. You press the button, flash to bit. They must have had a flash to bits belt on when I shot them.
Mason, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
They were terrorists.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
I mean, it's the Middle East. It's the Middle East. You can't blame them. So then we went back in the building. We like busted down doors, and we were like, do. We were like destroying these terrorists. And then we
like
saved
anally,
them.
or
No, we like shot them, killed them.
Like,
and then we saved. the
shot
people.
'em,
We
or
saved the Americans.
like shot him, or
like.
that could mean a million different things.
Like.
Speaking of terrorists, I found out.
I want to figure out what this segue is. Go on, go ahead.
No, guess.
Go ahead.
So I found out yesterday that apparently when ISIS started to be a thing, Al Qaeda just went, "Whoa, these guys are crazy. We don't want anything to do with them." It's like they're like, "Oh, you're taking it too far." It's like that's what you call too far. At least we know where the line is.
Yeah.
That was the end of that. All right.
Why is there an echo? Where'd that echo come from?
Nick's genitalia is a speaker.
Oh no, Nick froze.
We're dropping like flies.
It's like unfriended.
Ah! Which one of us is gonna
Blender.
scream like a little girl? What?
Oh.
Which one of us is gonna scream like a little girl in the trailer? I vote
It'd be
Will.
you, Chase. It'd be you, Chase.
No. I
if
scream
you
like
actually
I
came
scream
back?
like a big girl.
What if he came back like and was like screaming with blood on his face? Came back on screen.
I would applaud him for the theatrics.
But what if it was real?
We'd find out when
Still
his
applaud him.
body turned up.
Just, it's real. Just. Good job.
Nice commitment.
Way to commit to the joke.
Way to commit to the bit, Nick.
It's like, no, guys, it's for.
Let's be honest, he wouldn't even get that much out. No. Nope, we gotta text from Nick now. My interweb's acting up.
Oh no.
We're dropping like flies.
Wait, what if I change my region.
Don't do that.
Should I change it to Hong Kong?
No, you shouldn't. God damn it. Everything went black.
Everything did. You okay?
Yeah.
Ting tong wong po wo. Ting tong po. Tong tao
Discord
wang
has
xin.
made you honorable.
Si si song tao po.
This is so racist.
Po song.
You fucked it up again.
We've changed it to Belaruski. We've changed it to Russian. Was it U.S. Central? U.S. East, right?
East, yeah.
Yeah. East side?
We have the ghost of Nick here with us.
Yeah.
Get out the Ouija board.
Isn't that another movie where they like did like a Ouija board over video chat?
I don't fucking know. There's so many stupid horror. There's fucking a horror movie about a turkey going around killing motherfuckers. There's like 3 of those. It's called Thanksgiving, by the way.
Cyber/internet horror movies. Unfriended. Ratter. Friend request. Pulse. Chain letter.
How many of those do
Hashtag
you?
horror.
How many of those do you think are written by people who don't understand the internet?
I don't know. Hashtag horror. The Den. Crywolf. Unfriended dark web. E-demon. Like, share, follow.
We made it about 40 minutes into the podcast before it was back to Team OG.
Right.
I can hear you still.
What happened?
You turned off your camera.
Let me see, I did that.
I've been streaming a lot lately.
Yeah. On Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not recently, but like not over the weekend, I mean. But like before that, I streamed like every day.
Oh no.
Crap.
Oh my God, Nicholas, Saint Nicholas. Ah, he's not dead.
Yay!
We thought it was like
That's what he is
unfriended.
in my phone. He's Saint Nick in my phone.
Billiards is just billiards on my phone.
Oh,
Everybody else is
That's
just
actually a
Nick
good idea.
or Mason.
So that my phone doesn't confuse Will with my brother.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing that right now. Where is he?
When I set Nick's contact in my phone, I didn't know his last name, so he's just forever just Nick. I walk away for 1 minute, and I come back, and
Well, see, it all got messed up.
yeah, it did.
Everything.
Everything froze, and then
It
I
did.
just stayed in the call and be like, "All right, I'll be right back" or whatever. I didn't
Until
say
I
it.
left and then tried to come back, and then my entire Discord
Had a seizure.
had an entire stroke. Not just half a stroke, an entire stroke.
Not 3/4 of a stroke. Not
Not
2/4
5/8.
of a stroke. Not 1/4 of a stroke, but an entire stroke.
Not 17/50ths of a stroke. But one whole entire stroke.
Oh my God, she's having 17/50ths of a stroke. Get her 50 cc's of whatever the fuck you give someone for a stroke.
That's what my grandma always says because she had like a mild stroke, and like whenever she like messes something up or like forgets something, she's like, "Oh, my bad, I had a stroke."
Sounds like grandma's a fucking cop out.
No, like when she was here, like a year ago, I remember we were like doing a puzzle with her, and she'd always like put the wrong pieces in. And we'd be like, that piece doesn't go there. And she'd be like, "Oh, sorry, I had a stroke."
It sounds like grandma found her get out of jail free card and has been abusing the hell out of that.
No, it's actually kind of sad because like she sent my brother a card, and she wrote the word pilot, but she spelled it like Ploit
Pliot.
and ploit or something like that.
Pliot.
And like my brother, he like called her and he was like, "Yeah, did you know you misspelled it?" And she's like, "What?" She's like, "I sent you a card. I forgot I sent you a card."
Grandma never had a stroke. She's just like,
She doesn't have dementia. She's all right. She's fine.
no. I'm saying like grandma never had a stroke. She just knows what she's doing. She knows exactly. Oh fuck! I misspelled that word. Grandma had a stroke.
No. But my cousin, he went to bring my grandma like turkey and noodles yesterday for Easter, and when he showed up, she was in because she used to be a nurse, so she had like surgical mask. She had like the face plate. She had like big old surgical gloves.
Jesse, it's time to cook.
She had an entire trash bag over her. She had like shopping bags, plastic bags, like all tied around her arms and legs. She had like surgical like little like feet things on.
Booties.
Yeah, like socks, surgical socks or something.
Booties.
She was like completely decked out. It was hilarious.
Grandma's trying to live. Hilarious. Dumb bitch thinks she can
No, it
survive
was
the
just funny.
apocalypse.
She was just there like.
Dumb bitch thinks she can
He took a
survive the
picture of her, and
apocalypse.
She was just like.
Only grandma.
She's like, "I don't want to die yet."
Who else but grandma? Dun, 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 dun. So, when I get a single dorm, are you just gonna walk in like Kramer, and just like mid sentence, just start talking? Like you've already had half the conversation, you just walk in like, "But I'm telling you." Have you seen Seinfeld?
I need to get a key though.
I'll leave it unlocked for the most part. Have you seen Seinfeld?
Some, yeah.
So you know like who Kramer is and like what he does. That show's funny. Like I've watched a little bit of it. It's fucking hilarious.
But like, yeah, I'm just gonna like bust in at any time. I'll like bust in at like 3 a.m.
That's when you're gonna find me masturbating. Like, let's be honest.
Let's be honest. We're gonna like keep like a crash pad there, just in case. Like, I'm just gonna spend the night, depending on when my classes are.
Right.
I don't remember when I signed up. Did we already sign up for classes or no?
I did.
Did we?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It wasn't during the semester. It was while we were working from home.
No way.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago.
You're lying. You're lying.
It was April 2nd, I think.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I forgot to, and I had to go back on the 6th and take what was available. Did you not sign up for classes, you dumb fuck? Oh, you're so fucked. You're so fucked.
I thought we already did.
No. Did you? Because it shouldn't have been open yet whenever you did it. Did that in, like, November or December. Yeah. November is when it would have been. You look like you're about to cry.
I am, bro.
Be honest,
They never even sent out an email.
they did. They
What
did.
the fuck was that?
Like, March?
Nuh-uh. Are you kidding me?
I wish I was, man. I wish I was. Oh, you're gonna have nothing but early morning classes.
Well, I'm definitely spending the night in your dorm now. No. Oh.
Just be warned, I stay up very late. Stay up until like 1 every night.
Are you kidding me?
Unlike dorms, it's fine if you miss the date. But with
No, it's not.
well, it's not that fine because you get left with the shit classes like I did. Because I forgot as well until days later. I'm sorry for laughing. It's just, it's a little funny.
No, it's not. This sucks. Oh no.
Oh, rest in peace, Mason. I will remember you.
Shut up.
I'll never see you again because you're going to be taking all the night classes. Oh, I have like nothing but classes with Jimothy. You look like you're about to have an aneurysm, a good cry, and a stroke all at once.
Mm.
Isn't an aneurysm and a stroke like the same thing?
I don't think so. I'm gonna look it up.
Went from, oh my god, I'm so fucked. I don't know, let me look it up.
An excessive localized enlargement of an artery caused by a weakening of the artery wall.
Which one is that? Is that an aneurysm?
Yeah.
What's a
You
stroke?
can have a brain aneurysm. Wait, back. Aneurysms often occur in the aorta, brain, back of the knee, intestine, or spleen. A ruptured aneurysm can result in internal bleeding, stroke, and can sometimes be fatal.
So an aneurysm is more of a cause of a stroke than it is
Yeah.
a stroke. That's how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have an aneurysm in my aorta, and that's how I go. Let's be honest with
I
ourselves.
don't even know where your aorta is.
It's in my heart. I know because I had to have surgery on it.
It's connected to your heart, yeah.
Yeah, I had to have surgery on that motherfucker.
It takes blood away from your heart.
Yeah.
Aorta, away.
Yeah. Well, I had surgery in 2011 on my aorta, or aortic valve is what it was actually called when they told me. It is leaky. And it's still leaking. Just less. Do you ever get like your heart beats weird and you just go, this is it? This is how it happens?
Yep, absolutely, all the time. My heart will just like stop for a second. I'll be like, come on. Get going.
I was
Start again.
playing a game and my heart beat weird. I went like that because it did, and I went, "This is it. This is how I die."
Just go.
Well, it wasn't loud as
Just be
much.
sitting there watching a movie with your family, just like.
It was more like very quietly. It wasn't like, because it like caught me off guard. That's why I made that, not because I was in pain or anything. But yeah, that's why I'm convinced that an aortic aneurysm is how I die. You got a beard going.
Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Arnie. My mommy says I'm special. Have you seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Look at that. Look at
Yeah.
my chin.
I can't do that.
You can't pop your chin out?
No, I'm too fat.
Yeah, squeezy.
Squeezy. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Get a little squeezy on your chin.
Squeezy, squeezy.
You ever get a little squeezy on your chin?
No, because I'm not a fucking creep.
Let's see.
So when are we doing the peanut butter thing?
Well, obviously, later.
So I've actually been thinking about how I want to set up my dorm when I move, if I move back in. What?
I'm just looking at my web advisor.
But I have a pretty good idea of how I want to set my dorm back up. So
Well, let's go to my religion class. Let's look at that.
you're fucked. Just for the record, you are fucked. Fuckery, dickery.
Well,
Fuck.
my religion class isn't available.
I think I'm taking a religion class.
Next thing I have to take, natural science, my biology class. Let's see if that's available.
Dude.
What if none of my classes I have to take are available?
Then you find something else.
Dang, it is available.
You're actually lucky because you don't have like a scholarship or anything like that. So you could take about 2-3 classes and you'd be fine. I have to take about like 15-18 credit hours just to stay in school.
Okay, so we could either take my biology class from 9 a.m. to 9:50 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesdays from 6 p.m. to 8:50 p.m.
Would that interfere with the chimes? The 6 to 8?
I don't know when they're gonna have chimes meetings next semester.
Or if.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna want to sit there for almost 3 hours in the same class. Although
So-
it is only one night.
So
It's closed anyways, so both of them are closed. So we're gonna look at my
anyone who's now wondering why Mason's no longer at school, please refer back to this podcast. This is why Mason takes a leap year.
shit. They never sent out an email. I never received an email.
You should have.
And I always read all my emails because I only get like 3 a day.
Did it go to spam?
If it went to spam,
Dude, I got like 3 about it. I think your advisor's supposed to email you. But I got
Really?
I got a bunch of
Really?
emails about it.
Let's see if Kelly emailed me.
Betsy emailed me like 3 times. And then I emailed her, and she's like, I'll tell you what classes to take. Hop on Zoom.
The last email she sent me was back in November.
Maybe that's the school's way of letting you know that you're no longer a student. They're like, oh, we gotta make some cuts for diversity. White? That's too white sounding. Get rid of them.
Right. Let's see. Oh, I did get an email. Shit.
You idiot. You.
March 30th. It said, don't forget fall course registration begins today.
Go ahead, scream. I know you want to. Taking my
The
ear.
thing is, I still haven't decided if I'm switching majors.
Well, it's too fucking late now.
Right? Can you screen share your web advisor? Well, actually, don't.
Yeah,
If this is
because
gonna be on the podcast, don't.
yeah, let's
Well, I'm in an existential crisis, and we're gonna have to end this podcast.
Existential crisis does not mean what you're saying it means.
What's it mean?
It means like you're having a crisis about how you exist. Like you're thinking too deep into like the meaning of life, and it's
I
giving
am
you
right now.
it's giving you stress.
I am right now. That's how stressed I am.
Like whenever you think about the permanence of death, and it slowly erodes at the happiness that you feel in life. That's
exactly what I'm going through right now because of all this.
All right. Well, I gotta help Mason with this because he's fucking retarded. You got a friend in me. That's the new outro. Say that thing that you always say.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. You'll regret not being proud.
Don't get a hard on in church.
Nope.
No, I'm saying my thing. Don't get a hard on at church. And
Okay.
especially don't do it when you're the preacher.
Yep.
All right, let's stop.